Hi everyone, it's Jamie here. I started experiencing symptoms of AS when I was around 14, and this persisted and got worse until I was about 18, and I was then diagnosed with AS. At the time, I was slightly relieved to have an answer for all of the pain that I was going through, but I was then hit with a lot of fear, so much fear and dread, because I was told by doctors that it could be managed with medication. They didn't actually tell me that there were other routes to help to manage this condition. I was told that it would progress and get worse. And as soon as I got on the internet, I started seeing very depressing things online, stories and people really projecting this condition in a very dark light. I was in a really bad place. I was very, very depressed and really scared. I was told I had to stop skateboarding, something that I've been doing most of my life and I loved. I was told that it would change my life dramatically. I was so scared. And it was about 6 months into the diagnosis, I got advised to go to a support group, and I was pretty opposed to the idea, but I went. And at this support group, I was quite overwhelmed because there was a lot of people with quite progressed situations. They were, had a lot of fusion, and I was quite overwhelmed. I met one man there. His name was Geoff, and you may have seen him in some of my videos and some of the videos we've been doing together. And Geoff was upright, he looked healthy, he was moving his body in a very normal and actually very impressive way, very mobile, looks strong. And I said to him, "What are you doing differently from everyone else?" And he told me he started practicing yoga when he was fairly younger, and he kept up the practice, and yoga had changed the outcome of the condition massively for him. And I was hooked. Not in that conversation, but I went home and I typed in YouTube, not YouTube, I typed in yoga onto YouTube, and I didn't type in YouTube. I typed in YouTube, and then I typed in yoga on YouTube and started following videos. And I practiced every day, literally every day for a year. And I went from being in a lot of pain to becoming very empowered, and to the point now where I'm a yoga teacher, and this is what I do as a job. I teach yoga to others. And for the last year and a half, I would say that I haven't really experienced any pain. I get stiffness from time to time, and sometimes I get a bit of niggling, but I'm nowhere near as in pain, in the amount of pain that I was in before. It was so extreme. And I put that down to a regular yoga practice, and not just any yoga, but yoga specifically designed and catered to help to break down inflammation around the areas that are affected by AS. Of course, AS can affect many areas of the body, but really focusing on relieving tension and breaking down inflammation in the spine and around the sacroiliac joints, and the pelvis and the hips. So bottom line is, yoga changed my life so tremendously, and I know it can do the same for you. So I'm so excited to now share yoga for AS with you, and how me and Geoff have put together a program specifically designed for yoga for AS. We've put a lot of work and a lot of time for Geoff, even years. I've been practicing yoga for a while, but Geoff's been practicing yoga for a tremendous amount of time. And it's through that continual practice that we found a routine and a practice that's so specifically beneficial for AS. And I'm just so excited for you to be on this journey and gain some of the knowledge that we've acquired and help for you to become empowered. Just come out of this video knowing that there is a lot we can do. Yes, medication can help. Yes, diet for some can help. Yes, other therapies can help, but yoga is huge, and it can make a huge difference. So I'm just so honoured to be on this journey with you, and remember to join our online Facebook community or get in touch with me as well on social media at Jamie Boda or on Facebook, and let's start this journey together. Thanks, and see you all soon. Bye for now.
Hi, I'm Geoff. I've had AS since I was 24. That's when I had my first symptoms. I'm now 71. When I was about 40, I took up yoga seriously, although I had started at about the time my symptoms first started. So how did I get to here? Well, I was undiagnosed for 37 years. So by the time I did get diagnosed about 10 years ago, I was elated, really. It took me about a half a second to accept this. I was overjoyed, really, to finally string it all together. I'd had chronic iritis repeatedly since 1980, and nobody'd made that connection. And by the time just before I was diagnosed, I was scoring 8.5 out of 10 on what's called the Bath indices. Well, 8.5's not good. I had been doing yoga for about 20 years by that time. I couldn't do yoga, couldn't lie on my back. I stopped going to yoga class for nearly a year. When I tried to do yoga, it hurt and it was ineffective. Then I joined the local NAS support group, and I got onto the 2-week AS course at the Royal National Hospital for Rheumatic Diseases in Bath, and I learned a lot about the disease. So over the last 10 years, I joined the national organisation, our national organisation. I was in a group, so I met a lot of people with AS, and I've been on the course 3 times, so I met a lot of people there, and I've met a lot of health care professionals, rheumatologists, AS specialists, physiotherapists in that time. Everybody agrees that we move it or fuse it, we move it or lose it. And everybody says that, but who is actually showing us the way? What we know, lots of science, lots of evidence about this, is that stretching, opening up, unfolding, that literally breaks up the inflammation, which relieves our pain. So I'm 71 and I've been doing yoga for a long time. I lead an active life. I will say here, yoga is only secondary to the medication. You've got to get the medication right. Medication is the frontline treatment. Any self-care that you do, be it yoga, Pilates, Tai Chi, playing the saxophone, anything that gets your chest moving, your breathing, all of that's all good stuff. But nobody's actually getting out there and saying about yoga for AS. That's partly because people think, well, there are some kinds of yoga teachers and some kinds of yoga that aren't suitable. Jamie and I believe that we know what is safe yoga and what's good for us. It's been good for Jamie, it's been really good for me. So maybe it'll be good for some of you out there. So that's why we're here, that's why we're doing what we're doing. It needs to be done. So all best wishes to you. Watch our video on YouTube. We've got a lot more to come, a lot of plans. I hope you'll join the journey, Yoga for AS.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. If this video added value to you, please like or comment, and importantly subscribe to my YouTube channel to stay updated. You can reach out to me via Instagram at Jamie Boda or Geoff Lindsay, at geoff.lindsay. Lastly, if you want to be part of a supportive community where you can learn more about Yoga for AS, join our Facebook group Yoga for AS. You can see the link for all of these in the description of this video. Take care, see you all soon.